in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. So it's Oklahoma City now. Down low. And Kaminsky slams it home.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the young Celtics play.
Outside, Green. Pass to Holiday. Back to Green. To the middle. Here's Burke. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And it's rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Substitution on the court.
.30 seconds left to the first quarter here.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Now here's Exum. Here's Chamberlain. Pass to Bowen. Now Exum. And he banks in the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. That'll count. And that's not going to go. And that does it for the first quarter. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Oklahoma City?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
And that one drops for him.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Here's Brown. Great D that time from Holmgren. To the middle. Here's Exum. Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. And the defense had no chance trying to stop him there. Just punishing them on the break.
Outside, Brown. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Exum. Now Holmgren. There's Holmgren on the slam.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New York. Trailing by 8. Back to Green. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. No luck on that one. Oklahoma City leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. Here's Oklahoma City now. It's been 8 unanswered for them.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates, a very heady passer for a big man.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Holiday. And they get it back. Shot clock at 6. Back to Brown. Goes back up. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Brown's gotten his second bucket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Down low. Here's Chamberlain. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Green, a screen. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pass to Exum. To the inside. Here's Chamberlain. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Chamberlain's got 6.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The shot's good.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Tipped. Here's the break. Here's Green. Holmgren with the block. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 10. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. On the wing, Daniels. Here's Covington. Hardaway grabs the board. New York trails by 10. Pass to Bradley. Back to Wade. Out to Covington. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Yeah, well, Covington was totally prepared there. He had the shot all picked out and just needed to be fed.
Here's Daniels. Here's Kaminsky. Here's Mutombo. Pass to Daniels. And a miss there on the triple. Down low. It's stolen. Antetokounmpo, right side. The layup misses. And New York has possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Now on the court, your hot squad. Get loud and let them hear you. Then
if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. New York trails by 6. From outside the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. Hardaway's got 5 now.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Fast break. Here we go. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
For your home team,
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And here's New York now. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Pass to Bradley. Back to Exum for the lead. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but on his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
To the paint. Here's Bradley. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. New York shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And the first one at the line is good. Oklahoma City making a switch here. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Covington inside. Up and over Hardaway. And that one's good. Covington. And Oklahoma City leads by 4.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
Pass to Wade. Six to shoot. Inside. Bradley. That's good.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
For the lead. Knocks down the triple. Bradley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul of the game. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Here's Antetokounmpo. Left side Covington. Back to Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 3-point New York lead.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he's good on the second.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Daniels. Here's Mutombo. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. To the middle. Here's Bradley.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Here's James. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. On Robert Covington. Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Here's Wade. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. New York out in front. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Exum. Here's Wade. It's Covington on the wing. Here's Chamberlain. Pass to Holmgren. From downtown, they get it back. And he jams it home with authority.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Bowen. Here's Black. Exum with it. Screen by Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Here's Bradley. Pass to Covington. Ooh, poked away. And here's the fast break. Here's Exum. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. So both teams changing it up here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
And Allie, thank you for that. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Exum with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Pass to Holmgren. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Green. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Brown. Pass to Burke. Denied.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
A minute and a half left to play in the fourth. Exum outside. Here's Mutombo. And stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. And it's hammered home by Green. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Exum with it. Green picks him up. Holiday grabs the miss.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Burke. Count it!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
inside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Burt. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
20 seconds left in the game. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops. And that'll put them up 2. And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
"19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Money.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
For 3, Covington. Oh, my! What a shot! Oh, an enormous three-pointer! And Greg Popovich has called timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Here's Brown. Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. To the inside. Burke. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
His big time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Outside Holiday. Five on the clock. Down low. Here's Burke. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Out of bounds with the Oklahoma City's ball.
Oh, my. Turning it over at such a critical point in the game. You know he feels awful.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a lead.
Well, the miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New York. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Inside. Out of bounds. The Oklahoma City's ball. Here's Daniels. Pass to Holmgren. And Burke pulls it down. And here's New York now. It's a one-point game. Outside for Green. And he sinks it.
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clutch the win.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Chamberlain. Count it!
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Down low. Here's Burke. Yes!
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. How do you think this is going to play out?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Money!
Elevates and detonates a one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
Down one with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Burke on the wing. From about 16. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard-fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Holiday with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Burke can't get it to go. And Albuquerque with the possession.
First personal foul. First team.
It's stolen by Green.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Stolen by Ball. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. Raja can't hit. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for New York. To the paint. The kick out to Holiday. Stolen by Robinson. Outside, Ball. Good D by Holiday.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
New York with the ball. Pass to Burke. Back to Holiday. And here is Green. New York moving it around. Rebound by Albuquerque.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Right side, Ball. Robinson left side. And stolen by Burke. And here's the fast break. Holiday gets the bucket.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Outside, Green. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. And it's the Kings to start out. To the paint. Here's Towns. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Great D that time from Hero.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Kukoc for three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Pass to Brown. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Brown. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Poked away. Stolen by Pippen. McGrady outside. Towns in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Green, no luck.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Now, here is McGrady. And it's Pippen in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Nailed from three-point land. Kukoc has got 5.
Love the assertiveness from Kukoc. A valuable offensive weapon for this team.
Here's Burke. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
There's a good screen. Here's Holiday. Stolen by Pippen. Over in the corner, Hero. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the rejection by Towns.
A firm denial by Towns, knocking it away with that tremendous length.
Here's McGrady. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. New York, no good that time either. Outside, Hero. Pass to Kukoc. 6 to shoot. Down low. And stolen by Burke. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Brown.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
Now McGrady. He's got 5. There's a screen. On the wing, Kukoc. And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Scoreless thus far. Pippen with it. McGrady outside. Outside, Kukoc. Back to McGrady. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And here's Holiday. Green in the high post. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Green's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for New York. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a three-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
To the inside. Here's Burke. And slam dunk by Burke.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now, here is McGrady. 5 points in the game. Outside, Kukoc. Pippen a screen. Green with the block. Right side, Holiday. Pass to Burke. There's the pick. Out left to the wing. They kick it out to Green. Over Kukoc. And it's Green. Missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
Holiday. And it's blocked. McGrady outside. Outside, Towns. To the middle. Shots good by Hero. And it's an 8-point Kings lead.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Drains the 19-footer.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Outside, Towns. Back to McGrady. Pulls it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. McGrady's got 7.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
3-point. This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Out to Brand. Pass to connect. 5 on the clock. And again, it's Philadelphia. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holiday. And here's Green outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. Going up strong inside, the rookie Connect doesn't hold back in the painted area.
As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program. Then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Barrett. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Now, here's Mitchell. Now, Connect. Back to Mutombo. Pass to Connect. Ball's knocked loose. Holiday with it. Connect picks him up. The shot by Holiday, no good. Kings leading now by 8. Here's the lob to the hoop. And taken away by Brown. Here's Green. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Kings on D. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Mitchell outside. Just 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. It's hauled in by Brown. New York trails by 8. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Yeah, it's stolen by Barrett. Pass to Mutombo. Back to Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell wide open. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Now Burke. Back to Green. Inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one is on Brand.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
And that one misses. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pippen outside. Right wing. And a wide open look for Hero. Good, and the assist goes to town. Hero's got 5.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
To Exum. Launches it. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for the away team.
He hits the second from the line.
Line for 3.
And he nails the third.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
McGrady outside. Towns wide open. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead, and they've got momentum.
And so it's Philadelphia. bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Kings leading now by 7. McGrady outside. Pippen a screen. McGrady with the ball. Now Covington defending. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. Pass to Kukoc. Pulls up. High post. And that one swishes right in. And the Kings lead by 9.
Able to get his shot in a variety of ways. Kukoc can do it within the flow of the offense as well as one-on-one.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense, that they are really piling up the steals in this one.
He hits both from the stripe.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Out to Kukoc. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Hardaway. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Outside Pippen. It's Pippen on the wing. Outside Kukoc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Kukoc has got 5 points in the quarter.
A legitimate threat to burn you outside. Kukoc understands when he should take that shot.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Out to Wade. Back to Hardaway. Over McGrady. Hardaway, no good. Philadelphia leading by 8. McGrady outside. Oh, wow, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Pass to Bradley. Here's Exum. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Towns for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space. Towns can exploit any gap in the defense.
Pass to Covington. Puts up a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Covington with the steal. Now here's Wade. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Philadelphia leading by 7, and it's Towns penetrating, and Towns throws it down.
Just so fluid with the ball in his hands. Towns capable of driving right around you.
Home team. That's his second personal foul.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 8.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all three levels.
Outside Covington. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. McGrady. And the Kings lead by 9.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Up top, Kukoc. Pass to connect. They set the pick. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. That shot off. Poke loose. It's stolen by McGrady. Jams it in off the great move. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.